Controlling stress and worry. My name's Mary Kay Hunt. Here's another snapshot into some principles that can help you into your practice. So stress and worry is everywhere, and we might not be able to change the stress and worry, but what we can change is how we look at it. One of my absolute favorite books that I ever read on stress and worry was by Dale Carnegie. It's called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And there are principles in this book that I probably use on a weekly basis. For example, when I would have team meetings or when I'd go in to consult different medical groups and they had some major issues, I would ask them to write down on a card, what's the problem? What are all the possible solutions? What's the best solution? And then how do we take action? And this is a principle from Dale Carnegie's book. Another one of his principles is to pray. And no matter what your spiritual walk is, we need to give ourselves time to journal or to really center and focus or meditate about a situation. Oftentimes, that's when some of our best solutions or best problem solving can take place. I also will lean out to a colleague if I have a major issue or something that I really feel like I need a third party evaluation on. Because here's the thing, what we want to create is a culture of thriving, of growing, of learning, of positivity, of purpose. And if we can control our stress and worry and be aware of our perspective and how we look at things, that can give us a professional advantage. For example, sometimes I would talk to different leaders in healthcare and they'd have one thing that would go haywire that day. And instead of focusing on the 60 other things that went fantastic, they would give too much energy and power to that one thing that went wrong. So I want you to be aware of that. Are you focusing on the blessings of situations, or are you focusing on the burdens? Are you looking at the good things that have happened throughout the day, or are you letting that one negative thing happen carry more weight and more power? A great example of this is Joyce Meyer. She actually realized she was going to work, complaining about work, and going home and complaining about home. And she was like, I got to make a shift, right? And so she said, you know what? I'm going to talk more about the good stuff so it gains its power and momentum. I'm going to talk less about the bad stuff so it loses its weight. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to focus on the positive, focus on the purposeful, be strategic, control that stress and worry, and you'll take your leadership to the next level. Blessings to you, and make every day count.